ain't about fancy. Often the simplest design can be the most compelling. The same might be said of writing a song. It doesn't need to be unnecessarily complex. With that said, there are a number of structural components that can be used in writing a song. Like linear building blocks, they make up the structure of a song. Popular songs are typically more complex than they were 200 years ago, when a simple alternating verse-chorus structure was the norm. The verses would typically tell the story, and the chorus would offer a predictable refrain to reinforce the theme of the song. Not too much has changed. Even today, there are lots of compelling songs that employ a simple alternating verse-chorus structure. Popular music has picked up some interesting modifications over the past 200 years. As music hall and later vaudeville performers sought to entertain an increasingly more sophisticated audience, they began to experiment with song structure. In these theatrical situations, the verse often became a transitional section between dialogue and the actual song. The verse was more like an introduction to the song. Typically, it was delivered rubato, meaning with rhythmic freedom. The verse would lead into the chorus, predictable and in-tempo. An instrumental section would then act as a bridge between the first and the second, which was likely the last chorus. By the pop jazz music era of the 1930s and 40s, the instrumental section was replaced by an improvisational section, or solo. An intro section was adopted to provide a musical signature for the song. By the late 1960s, classical and even operatic values filtered into pop music, so that today's songsmith has a number of structural options. I'll just run through a few of these, the most commonly used, and what their job is. Intro. This is where the music sets the stage, typically with some sort of signature or motif. Though intros take on many forms, their purpose is to introduce the verse, occasionally the chorus. Verse 1. This is where the story begins. From this point on, it's like Google Maps. In order to arrive at the chorus at the right time, you have to map out the route you'll be using to get there. There's three choices. Pre-chorus, often referred to as the ramp. A pre-chorus is designed to build intensity going into the chorus. 2. A re-intro. Just like it sounds, repeat the intro signature, which naturally leads into 3. Verse 2. Forwarding the storyline. Chorus. As always, the purpose of the chorus is to create a predictable refrain to reinforce the theme of the song. You will likely want your chorus to vary somewhat from your verse. How you do that is up to you. Sometimes the difference is subtle, other times it's quite drastic. At the end of the first chorus lie a number of options. In any possible order, verse 3, the story continues, or a bridge. Bridge is sometimes called the middle eight, and the purpose of the bridge is to create drama. Much like the pre-chorus, a bridge is typically designed to build intensity going into either A, a solo, B, a final verse, or C, a chorus. Outro. The outro can take any form at all, providing it brings the song to a conclusion.